Good morning. It's raining. It's a glorious day. Happy Tuesday. She's got on her vest and Charlie's raincoat. She's not even getting that wet, but she's got to shake off every 2 seconds anyway. Keep telling her, just do your business and we can go back in. She's doing her business. I'll be back. Penelope, you're gonna have to walk. Come on, let's go. Come on. Come on, it's raining. Come on, come on. Okay, bye. Such a wide circle. You ain't even got wet yet. What are you shaking off for? Well, it was raining so hard, I just gave up on the outside video, and as someone, so, what's that word? Poignantly. Anyway, she said, very clearly, I guess that's what I'm trying to say, I guess we'll live without seeing you walk your dog another day. Excuse me, ma'am. Some people like to see me walk my dog every day. Ugh. I didn't block her though, because, I mean, I only block certain people. I mean, like the man yesterday that said I needed to lose 1,100 pounds. I mean, I don't weigh 1,200 pounds, sir. I didn't block him because I had a great response to what he said and I want him to read it. Well, I didn't actually respond to him. Someone, I can't remember who, I'm so sorry, but she stood up for me and called him rude or something. And I said, look, I'm not worried about what people like him say about me. People who look like him. See, I was wrong too. I'm here to tell you I was wrong too, but it sure did feel good. I said, I'm not worried about what people who look like him say about me. Besides, what is the bad part is that he's got loving Christ all over his Facebook page. And if he loves Christ and that's how he's treating people, and then I started feeling bad because I felt I said something bad about him. And I was like, well, what does that say about me? So, see, ain't none of us perfect. Dang it. Anyway, I would just like to sing a song that matches today, okay? Me, 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 me. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. This is not my best Stevie Nicks, okay? I'm just saying. Okay? Say women, they will come and they will go. Whoa, whoa. And let's go back, because I know I'm skipping over a bunch. Thunder only happens when it's raining. Yeah, that's the part that I really wanted to sing. And now we're going to move on. I've got to drive and make a video at the same time. I just have to, because I got to get to work. Oh, those fences that I bought for Lisa are back there clanging around. I was like, what is that noise? Y'all hear them? I just read. Okay, here I go again. It started out with a woman in Florida, and I got tickled because it seems all the best news comes from Florida. But then it said, who's from Georgia? And I was like, see there? See there? Stop you judging, okay? Well, God's trying to smack me on the head. But she said that God told her to go over to the interstate in Florida and start shooting at people. Honey, God is not going to tell you to shoot at people, okay? I hate to be the one to break this to you, but God does not do that. No. He's not going to tell you to go shoot at people. Sorry to bust your bubble. And she's in jail for several charges of the aggravated nature, okay? And no one was deceased, thank God. One has some injuries from glass coming in, and I don't know if it's the same one that a bullet grazed her arm, but a bullet grazed someone's arm, and someone got some cuts from the glass coming in. I don't know. But she was staying in a hotel, and she told the hotel clerk something like, God told me to go out and shoot people. So I'm hoping, I didn't read this part, but I'm hoping that the hotel clerk called the popo and said, you might want to get out here and start looking around for this car. Hopefully it was one of those hotels where you have to give them the make and model of your car and I say tag number. That's what we say in Georgia, a tag number, a license plate number. Yeah. I mean, back when I used to travel, before I had children of the furry kind, we had to give our license plate number at hotels, and I had my license plate memorized because I traveled so much. Yes. I mean, mostly it was to the Redneck Riviera, which is Panama City, but still, I used to travel a whole lot more than I do now. But that's okay. I love my babies. Can y'all hear that rattling? Oh, that's so annoying. Anyway, don't y'all worry about them negative comments, because I'm not. I'm not the least bit worried. I mean, good grief, if I lost 1,100 pounds, I couldn't even lose 100 pounds and live, person. I mean, goodness gracious, I shouldn't be on the 600-pound woman show. I don't even weigh 200 pounds, sir. And besides which, can I just tell you that if you are bald on the top of your head, like you appear to be, and got a ponytail, you look like an idiot, sir. But thank you for serving our country. Did I stalk your page? Maybe a little bit. But all that was very evident just by clicking on your name, and all of that popped up. And then I started scrolling on down and seeing all your love for Jesus. What in the world? 1,100 pounds. Sheesh. Anyway, really, y'all, I am not concerned. I am not. Look, if they ever hurt my feelings or really upset me, I'm not going to talk about it, okay? Honestly, I don't talk about things that really upset me. I like to hold them in to kill me on the inside. Not really, but I'm just not that way. If something really upsets me, I just block him and move on. But he didn't upset me, because, I mean, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Now, if he'd have said, you need to lose 50 pounds, I'd have been like, you know what, you're right. I mean, I do. Okay. I mean, I've never, if I lost 50 pounds, I would be skinnier than I've ever been in my life. And the skinniest I've ever been, I was wearing a size 2. So I'd probably have to go back to children's clothes if I lost 50 pounds. But okay, sir. Just because I carry a little chubbiness in my cheeks. Goodness gracious. Oh! Y'all have a beautiful day. And I hope it's not raining where you are. I read the weather thing real quick and it said 100% chance of rain till 9 o'clock. And I was like, well, that's great. Because I need to walk Penelope now, not at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock it drops down to 35%. But at least it's today and not yesterday, and I got to see whatever I got to see with the eclipse. Yeah. I'm hanging up for real this time. This is the end of part 1. I will see you later on part 2. Hi, I'm home from work now, and I wanted to go over a couple of things, okay? First of all, y'all don't listen, because I told y'all that that man's comment didn't upset me. Now, had it upset me, I wouldn't have told y'all about it. That's the gospel right there, because if it upsets me, I'm just going to block him and move on, and I'm not going to tell y'all. But that man made me laugh out loud when he said that. So don't worry about it hurting my feelings, because it didn't. That was hilarious. Come on, lose 1,100 pounds? That's funny. You got to laugh. Yeah, y'all don't listen. I told y'all. I will hold it in. I'm just kidding. I don't even hold nothing in. Look, I only get upset when somebody who knows me is mean to me. Somebody who knows everything about me and then is mean to me. Yeah, that makes me mad. That's going to make me cry, because I cry when I get mad. But that man didn't bother me, because I don't know him from Adam's house cat. Y'all know who Adam's house cat is? Well, he's not a nice person, okay? He's not a nice cat. Okay, second of all, Britta said yesterday, I think it was Britta, that, did I know that tortilla was pronounced tortilla instead of tortilla? And I laughed out loud at that too, because I thought, you know what, I did not say it correctly through the whole video. I called it tortilla. And I call it tortilla because I worked with this woman named Brenda, and Brenda called it a tortilla. And she called it a quesadilla for quesadilla, and she called it queso for queso. So sometimes you work with somebody so long that you just change how you say things just because it's funny. So yeah, I call them tortillas because of Brenda. Well, I mean, and to be honest, that is how it's spelled. Even though in the Españolis, 2 L's equal a Y. I do know that, because I did take Españolis in high school. So I do know it's tortilla. But anyway, and then our favorite Mexican restaurant was La Parrilla. But Brenda called it La Parrilla. So she would say, get me one of them there quesadillas from the La Parrilla. Yeah. And then moving on, I was thinking about earlier, I don't know why this popped back in my head, but I remember getting on the school bus one day, and this young boy got on, and he came and sat next to me on the school bus, and he said, where you been? And I'd been out sick, and I thought, well, you're kind of nosy, ain't you? And I said, well, I've been out sick. And he said, well, what was wrong? And I was like, you real nosy, ain't you? I said, I have sinuses. And he said, we all have sinuses. What? That's what I guess my family said. They said, we got the sinuses. I could just hear Maud saying it. I got the sinuses. Yeah, because she was a hypochondriac, you know. Yeah, so I called it my sinus. I didn't say I have a sinus infection. I said I have sinuses, not even realizing what I was saying. And then when he said, we all have sinuses, duh, he didn't say that part. He said, what's wrong with your sinuses? And I was like, you being too nosy now, fella. Not really. I said, well, I guess I got a sinus infection. What do you mean we all got sinuses? I thought I was the only one with sinuses. But I don't know if that's an Appalachian thing, but also my grandmother and them, they would talk about people, and they would say, you know, Esther's got the sugar. The sugar. Like, what does that mean, she's got the sugar? Well, you know, she's got the sugar. She's got too much sugar. What? Well, that means she's got the diabetes, okay? That's all it means, is she's got the diabetes, because she's got the sugar. So, y'all, yeah, that's how I was raised, okay? I found this Hillbilly medical terms that I was going to read y'all, because I need to educate y'all on the Appalachian ways of the world, okay? So I'm going to read them, and then I'll tell you what the word means in the Appalachian speak, okay? Now, for those of you who don't know, maybe because you live in the UK or in Australia or anywhere, Nova Scotia or wherever you live, Canada, you might not know what Appalachian means, but there's the hills of the Appalachians, and people live there, and they mountain people, okay, and they kind of have their own language. Them Appalachian mountains come on down into Georgia, so my people's is Appalachian, which is where some of my stuff comes from, okay? Sometimes I know better and sometimes I don't, okay? Just to be honest, because that's what my parents said my whole life, okay? Now, these are just meant to be funny. I don't think I've ever actually used any of these, but I'm not against it, okay? Okay, so benign is what you be after you be 8. You be 9. Bacteria is the back door to the cafeteria. The bacteria. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? Barium. I think we all know what a barium is, right? That's what you do with dead folks. You bury them. A cesarean section. That's a neighborhood in Rome. And not Rome, Georgia. It's a neighborhood in Rome, Italy. The cesarean section. It's probably where the rich folk live, in the cesarean section. A CAT scan. That means you're scanning for your cat. Mine right now has her leg up over her head and taking care of business. Taking care of business every day. Caught her eyes. You made eye contact with her. You caught her eyes. Colic. That's a sheepdog, like a collie. It's a colic. A comma is a punctuation mark. You know, that little thing that comes after certain words. A D and C is where Washington is. It's where the capital is of the United States, is in the DNC. Dilate, that just means to live longer than your kids do. You dilate. Enema, well, that's not a friend. It's an enema. Faster, that just means you're quicker than anybody else because you're faster. A fibula, that's a small lie. A fibula. A GI series, that's the World Series of Military Baseball. A GI series. A hangnail, y'all think it's something right here? It's what you hang your coat on. A hangnail. A hospital. Well, that's the biggest building in town other than Joe's Feed Warehouse or Frank's Lumber Mill. The hospital. Impotent, also known as impotent. That just means you're distinguished and well known. Impotent. Or some people pronounce it impotent. Labor pain, that just means you got hurt at work. It's a labor pain. Medical staff, it's a doctor's cane, and sometimes it's got a snake wrapper up it. As a staff, yeah. Morbid, that's a higher offer than I bid. Like you bid more, I'm morbid. Nitrates, cheaper than day trades. Day rates is nitrates. Now, I taught y'all this one yesterday. Node or nude. I knowed it. I knew it. I knew it. Yeah, I taught y'all that one. Was it yesterday? Might have been the day before. Outpatient. A person who has fainted. A pap smear is a fatherhood test, also known as a paternity test. It's a pap smear. The pelvis is a second cousin to Elvis. Post-operative is a letter carrier. Recovery room is a place you do upholstery in the recovery room. Secretion Just means you're hiding something. Caesar is a Roman emperor who lives in the Caesarean section in Rome. A tablet is a small table to change babies on. A tablet. Like a table, but a tablet. But my friend Lisa really does call pills tablets. She'll say, I need to take a tablet for my head. And I'm like, I've never heard anybody else call it a tablet. A terminal illness. That means getting sick on the train. A terminal illness. Yeah. Tumor is more than one. Tumor. Urine is opposite of mine. Also opposite of you're out. You're in. Opposite of mine is urine. It's urine. No, it's mine. No, it's urine. Varicose means nearby. Now, I worked with a man named Thomas Edgar, and Thomas Edgar said varicose veins. He said very close. He said, did you see that woman with them very close veins? I said, you need to shut up. Anyway, that's going to be the end of part 2. I hope you enjoyed learning some Appalachian words. And I will talk to you on the next Tracy Tries, which, good Lord willing, will be tomorrow. Okay? Remember, I love you. Jesus loves you. I hope he's coming back soon, because these people be crazy. And I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay? Toodles, my noodles, and stay silly, my friends. Goodbye.